We shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, in order to assure the survival and the success of liberty. Physical fitness is not only one of the most important keys to a healthy body, it is the basis of dynamic and creative intellectual activity. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man. We are not afraid to entrust the American people with unpleasant facts, foreign ideas, alien philosophies, and competitive values. For a nation that is afraid to let its people judge the truth and falsehood in an open market is a nation. Man is still the most extraordinary computer of all. Peace is a process that happens every day, every week, a process of continuous change of opinion, which slowly erodes differences, and slowly builds new structures. The cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it. And one path we shall never choose, and that is the path of surrender, or submission. It takes two to make peace. Someone will die, nations will rise and fall, but the idea will stay alive. The world is very different now, because humans hold themselves to eradicate all forms of poverty and all forms of human life. Communism has never come to power in a country that was not disrupted by war or corruption, or both. The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. When power leads man to pride, poetry reminds him of his limitations. When power narrows the area of human thought, poetry reminds him of the richness and diversity of existence. When power is corrupt, poetry clears it. Our progress as a nation can be no swifter than our progress in education. The human mind is our fundamental resource. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. The best road to progress is freedom's road. The human mind is our fundamental resource. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. Effort and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. Victory has 100 fathers, but defeat is an orphan. If art aims to preserve the roots of our culture, society must let artists freely follow their respective visions wherever it takes them. Tolerance does not mean a person's lack of commitment to their beliefs. Rather, it condemns oppression and persecution of others. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. Children are the world's most valuable resource and its best hope for the future. Forgive your enemies, but never forget their names. The best road to progress is freedom's road. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. Never be afraid to negotiate. But never be afraid to negotiate. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do other things, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. If not us, who? If not now, when? Together let us explore the stars, conquer deserts, eradicate disease, exploit the depths of the sea, and encourage art and commerce.